I can't stay on for too long, but it'll be about. Well, I said that and I stay on for bloody hours. Right, we're live now. Who pops up? Right, let me put it on Facebook. Yeah, if you want to, if Sue wants to stick the link in the chat.
For what?
For the bags.
Okay.
Done it. Okay.
Northway Squatchin.
And I put it in Dark Phantom.
Yeah, I'm trying to stick it everywhere.
Hey, we got a Bigfoot freak. Love it.
Right, we found. I don't know what we're supposed to call them. We found Paranormal Hunters UK. It said we should be live now.
We are live, John.
Right. Well, it says. Oh, one more thing.
Can I come back in now?
You what?
Can I come back in now? I've done some sharing.
Yeah, we've got on with the other ones. Well.
We are live, though.
Yeah. So, we're talking about the hospital?
All sorts.
All sorts. Go on then. It's completely up to you. I've lost me mojo about going live.
No,
it's been that bloody long.
You'll be fine.
So we aren't doing East Drive yet.
No.
For the safety of you.
For safety reasons, obviously, because if we want to get on the topic of hauntings, 30 East Drive is one of the worst.
But we will do it, and we'll do it all together.
Yes. Because.
But I've known people and nothing happened. So.
Yeah. The thing is, though, from what Steve was telling me, because don't forget, Steve stopped a whole week there. He said the first sort of 48 hours, not much happened. And as soon as there was a collective, as soon as Griff got there, so now you're talking from single person to collective. Right. That's when the energy levels boost.
So if you think about it, if there's going to be icicles there,
yeah,
it's going to be hectic.
But was also one of the first ones. You know, we discussed this weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. But you're talking to a bloke who has like 15 brain farts a day.
I really want to go there, but I've got to think about.
You've got to think about. Yeah.
Gutted.
But
like blue.
I'm still going to do that.
Dark
Phantom's not blue, Joe.
Prior thing.
Dark Phantom's not blue.
Dark Phantom's not what?
Blue.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You haven't logged.
Yeah, you're spanning her.
What's the new one?
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh, and he's done a new one called Pardon French.
So you think that it builds up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, every sort of case file I've looked through to do with 30 East Drive, every team I've known to go there, I've always said, yeah, the first few hours it's deader than dead, but as soon as you start getting into the early hours of the morning, that's when it kicks up. So you're sort of looking between 12 onwards. That's when all hell. You're talking marbles. Well, yeah. And we're talking about marbles being thrown, people being scratched, people being pushed, doors are being slammed in people's faces.
I've been to places like that. It just sounds like a normal haunting type thing. I've been to places where kids are getting thrown out of bed and thrown out of the high chairs, and that one I did that one in Wales, and the baby was actually thrown out of the chair, and he videoed it. And then house, and they turned the camera back at the house, and it was flashing like poltergeist. You could see all the lights flashing. That was really, and he got up in the loft, and there was a Ouija board up in the loft. Somebody had messed and left it.
So this is what we were talking about before. Obviously, with he who should not be named. and back at the hospital, we actually stated after a certain two teams went to that hospital, we did. And they messed about with the spirit board. That place did not feel right the second time around. I mean, at the end of the
But
day,
wasn't it broken? I assume that if it's broken, it's not as effective as if it was complete. You know, you said broken.
Right. When sort of seals are broken, it means that's a door that can't be shut. So let's say, for argument's sake, you imagine if you've got a door, yeah, a normal door, you take the locks off and you take the lock in, you know, the shutting mechanism, you take that out and everything else, it's now a broken door. So what happens? You can come in and out all day long.
I guess, yeah.
And that's the way it is.
But isn't that after it's... Surely, my theory is if they'd have done it properly, you know, then... Surely not going to keep done broken, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
I think, to be honest, from what we actually discovered when we went back there was pentagrams scried into the wall. When I looked closely at the star that was on the floor, it wasn't fully broken. You could actually see the outline completion of this star. It just wasn't prominent. But also, I'm not satisfied when they've done spirit boards. All they've done is just flip the planchette round, and then they went, "Oh, yep, that's it. I'm done. You know, it's done now. It's closed." That's not how you close down a spirit board session. So they've got a spirit board that's never shut properly. They've got, you know, that star that I stated wasn't good. Pentagrams inscribed on the bloody wall. And for the pure fact that we discussed before, I should have known my way out of that place. So why is it that I looked in a room full of windows, could have sworn blind it was the exit, to the point that I fell through the floor? And it was only after I fell through the floor and snapped out of it, I turned around and went, actually, no, this isn't the exit. But at that brief moment, I
did panic at one point. Me and Sue did panic because we couldn't figure out the place.
This is what I'm saying. The second time round, there was something not right. Whatever went on in there, it got very twisted.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm okay, thanks. How are you all doing?
Not bad.
Especially with this lockdown. Sorry, I've got 2 pairs of glasses on, making a spectacle of myself. How was things?
Yeah, we're just talking about a haunted hospital that we did, and somebody had opened what is it, John?
A doorway.
A doorway.
So to speak.
All right.
But like, it's like I was saying, you know, when you're messing with inverted pentagrams, seal of Solomon, various different demonic seals, the fact that they decided to do this Ouija board session right smack bang in the middle of it, in the middle of this star, is the worst thing you could ever do, because now you've got what they class as a double doorway. It's double the amount. You've got the doorway from the seal, the doorway from the board.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's you know, it's not good though.
No, not at all. And I mean, it's like I said. Oh God, the bin bags had to phone their bodyguard. Oh God.
Oh God, what's up with him now?
Like
Bodyguard.
Said, for me to turn around and say I do not want to go back to a location is very difficult. Very, very, very difficult. I turned around to my partner after my accident because of whatever the hell they did in there. Because of that accident, I've refused point blank to go back in there. I deem it too dangerous.
Yeah, I agree with that one. It's happened to me, and with me, I have the power to go back in. I have to go back to that location, but that's me. But other people have their own opinions on that. But it's hard to go back to a place where that's happened. So
I'd go in, but I don't think John would let me. But I would go back. But the only thing that bothered me was the amount of dust in that place. You can see it.
Oh, yeah.
I went live, and you can see that it's fiberglass everywhere. And I was stood at the back of everybody, and as everybody walked through it, the dust came up, and wow, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. I think it is. Just for the breathing thing, it's so dusty.
I'll tell you something now, Joe. You need to get a bloody Wi-Fi booster.
I know, it's shocking, isn't it? I know. Well, hi, Shrimp. Hi, Worldwide Ghosts. Hi. I can't see the chat very well. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Simon. Hi, Vegas. Somebody said.
We got them all.
Yeah. And if you haven't already, go and show John's channel stuff, please. While we're going back when I've given birth.
I mean, I really don't know. Because as I said,
I think it'll be trashed by then. I think it'll be trashed. I think someone will go in and set the whole place on fire. That's my opinion. I think they will.
Oh, yeah.
I think it'll be trashed.
The hospital.
I do. I think it'll be wrecked completely, and I think
It was gutting to see
that
it when we went back.
I expected to come home and have one hell of a chest infection after all that dust. It's just too. And once that fiberglass sets fire, it's just gonna go. You're gonna see it for miles. It's.
Oh yeah. Got me stretchers pain up. But no, like I said, you know, the problem is, and then as I said before as well, is do I feel comfortable in the sense of we don't know what the three said idiots had sort of unleashed.
It felt different. It felt different. When we went the first time, it felt all right. The second time we went, there was something. When we went in the first time, it felt comfortable. You could walk around and I didn't feel any negativity. But the second time we went, my daughter, my 18-year-old, actually found the room where they'd done it. I don't know if she was drawn to it because she is gifted. She rang me and she went, "Mum, I found a thing." I went, "What?" She said, "I found a star thing on the floor and there's candle wax everywhere." I went, "Don't go in there." She said, "It's too late." I stood in the middle of it. Oh, I could have killed her. I know.
This has been a bloody basketball.
Yeah, yeah, I was going to ask him that, but I thought it would kill me. John, have you dyed your hair?
Yes.
Yes, I can tell. Yeah.
That was actually done. I usually make up, so.
Yeah, I usually wear my caps, but yes, it's a mix between my normal hair color and red.
I think we should do Ben's pink.
There's a slight fucking
So Ben, next time you're blonde anyway, me and Sue are going to hold you down and rub hair dye in your hair and get it live, get it right out on camera.
So you can see the twinges of red in there.
So you know, pimp my bin bag. I mean, pimp my. We're going to get him.
You told me to behave myself. We should be monetized, and then you talk about pimping people out.
Seriously? I'm not swearing. I'm talking
more hair than
me. Serve me a store, get you.
Hold on, I know it's hard to.
Oh, you mean the spray hair dye?
Oh, Zach Bagan's look. The Zach Bagan's look.
No, I've got me Zach Bagan's. I don't know where they
are. Hang on. It's not the right.
Ow.
Got a grey patch there. Well.
Uh-oh. Craig's just to hide the grey.
You messed my friggin' hair up there.
Put a cap on. Put a cap on, for sake.
Do you know what? My hair's been pristine all friggin' day. No, I do actually have, because I am supposed to wear glasses, though. I can never be bothered.
I am. I just can't be bothered.
But I know it wasn't because I like Ghost Adventures or anything else like that. it was just pure sort of coincidence that the only frames that actually looked half decent were the Zach Baggins frames.
Well, I was going to do the event, but I really don't want blonde again. As soon as I dye my hair blonde on camera, I do have a look of Yvette Fielding, and
Oh dear.
I do. I
So there you go.
Right.
There's your Zach Baggins frames.
Oh, Bimbag said he got held down when he was in the army, and they shaved his hair off.
Actually, I picked those.
This is why we're here. Anyway.
Somebody said have you got any good hotels coming up? Nope, and we are doing East Drive at some point, but because of my condition, I'm terrified I'm going to get thrown down the stairs. And it's not only me I've got to think about.
Yeah,
so
you can't risk that.
No, Joe.
And the boss lady is also so.
I've only got like 7 weeks left, so when everything's healed, definitely.
Don't forget, Joe. You've got your personal bodyguard sat here as well, and I've said not safe.
What about the boss lady?
Yeah, my personal bodyguard. Yeah, she's talking now. Sue's my personal bodyguard.
Yeah, and she's already said no, so yeah.
No, you said it. I'm gutted.
I'll send it this morning.
Me.
Oh, flipping heck.
Give me a shout, Joe, when you go in there.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah. I don't know how long it's going to take me to recover, but October, Simon's doing it. I had it for this week on the 18th, but I'm not risking it. No, I can't risk it.
No.
Won't let me go. My mum won't let me go. Nobody will let me go.
And Joe
No,
wanted
you go.
You are.
Joe wanted me to go back.
We all go, don't we? Fucking would.
If we go, we're going to all go. We all got to go together.
Yeah, we will.
Agreed.
But I've been told that it's a really, really small house, so if we all pile in, yeah, that's no good. If we all pile in.
Joe?
Joe, any
And the
spirits
bedroom is not free.
Two, I think. It's either 2 or 3, I'm not sure. And I'm not sharing a room with
Oh,
He
Ben's
scares me.
gutted now. You don't want to share a room with Ben.
No, not happening. Not happening.
Ben,
He's
John
already
really
robbed
wants to share a room with you.
No, because he's already robbed me underwear and he won't give it back.
I'll give you a laugh. I'll take my caravan and we can all stay in my caravan.
I would sleep in that house on my own. But
I'll sleep in there.
I would.
I'll sleep in there.
I would.
Definitely. Craig said I'm not going as well.
Why?
Always spoil my fun.
Not.
Craig. You're probably going to start a bloody petition on East Drive. I can tell you a haunted hotel you have to visit. Is it in the UK? Because we probably don't have passports. I ain't got a passport. John, you got a passport?
No.
Oh, somebody said sleep in the car. I would, definitely.
You're right, Simon. How you doing, mate? I know who that is. Joe, Simon is the one we're meeting up Cannock Chase on Friday. That's the
I can't
team.
even do Canada because it's
But
too.
no, that's the guy. Simon and Kyle are 2 of the lads that we actually met. The new budding.
All right.
These are the new budding paranormal investigators of the future.
You get stuck with us.
They get stuck with us.
Oh God, help them! Somebody said, "Yeah, the cold share. I'm warm, comfortable, and I can get to a toilet. I'll do it."
Hang on. What do you mean? God help him?
What?
What do you mean by God help him?
I'm only joking. Had a message from Spirit earlier.
A message from who?
I'm going to deliver very soon. So.
I reckon so.
I reckon so as well. It's been on and off for days now. Our little mascot, our paranormal mascot.
Yeah, we've got to get the little hoodie.
Yeah, we'll get the little hoodie in and the baby bro. Don't worry.
She is going to be tiny, really tiny. So we're going to have to put it on a doll's t-shirt or hoodie or something.
Oh, God. Get it put on a blanket.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea.
You can
Do we know whether the Paranormal Hunters UK do merch yet?
Do what?
Merchandise. Are they doing merchandise yet?
Oh, I don't even want to know what it'll look like.
Ben, are you doing merchandise yet? He can join us if he can get on here. If he can get on stream.
He keeps losing connection.
He needs to stop spending money on Skull like bloody phone.
They do keep swapping.
Carl said it's 3 bedrooms.
No one is.
Yeah, 3 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Told you. Now, are we spending a obscene amount of money to get this place, and we're just going to be there all night? If everything else fails, there is a kebab shop about 10 minutes up the street, so we'll send John out for food. Just sit there.
But also, don't forget as well, Joe, like I said, if anything should happen with Bum, it's non-refundable. 300 quid's a lot of money.
I don't mean now. I mean in the future.
No.
I am thinking sometime this year.
Paranormal Hunters is doing the food run, not me.
Oh, God.
I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, don't forget, it's McDonald's all road, but then you also said they've got to stop at Costa for me and Joe.
Haven't they?
Well, if Paranormal Hunters are doing the food, then it's chips and cheese for everybody then, because that's what they'll do.
Cheese and chips?
It is. It's gonna be like a packet of this and a
butter.
Cheesy chips and a Costa. Sorted.
We can't have alcohol though. It's forbidden. John hides it. I'm joking.
I've just got to leave, folks. I'll be back in about 20 minutes.
All right then.
I'll be back soon.
Okay, no problem. Speak to you soon then.
All right.
Yes, I have done the 4 crosses before. But it is a ball ache to get. Well, it's not that it's a ball ache, it's just expensive, but I will be looking into getting that place again.
I think, to be honest, that people are trying too hard at East Drive. I think they should just get old school camera, torch, EVP recorder, and just all this spirit, whatever it is, doesn't know how to use all this stuff like flashy balls and like flashing balls and all that stuff. I think people are going too over the top with it. It needs to be old school.
I think we should go as the two that we are, laughing and joking and see what happens.
Do you know what? It just means now that I'm now out of a frigging job because she doesn't want any tech there.
No, I don't mean that, you tits. I mean, like, we
go in.
Make it simple. Yeah. What's he saying? No. Oh, come on, Ben. Ben, we've got to get the food.
What?
She nearly said it.
I nearly said it. I nearly said it. Nearly.
Yeah, that means I'm out of a job then, because you know me, Mr. Tech Wizard, man.
Well, I'll do it old school. You do it techie and see who gets best results. What does that mean?
Man. Anyway.
Technical. Yeah, all right. We know that you've said that about 20 times. That's lovely. But anyway. Anyhow, why does this person keep saying technical? Shouldn't that be technical nuke incoming? Technical nuke?
Bad curry, maybe?
Yeah.
Oi! Boys and girls of the United Kingdom, welcome to the wonderful world of the trolls. Small IQ, no brains, and hardly any keyboard skills. Anyway, carry on, Joe.
So we'll get him.
I just did.
You got him. Good.
It's a troll. Don't worry about it.
Somebody's agreed what they agreed with.
Exactly. You know, I mean, to be honest, the way we look at, I mean, come on, Joe, you've seen my channel. You know what I'm like. I love trolls and I love playing with them.
Mm.
And you find it hilarious, and do not lie about that. Otherwise, I'm going to get Frank on here.
Cool.
Who the hell's get Frank on? I don't know who Frank is. Get Frank on then.
You ain't going to want Frank. Your YouTube dead by the time he's finished. Right, you know my mate Brad. You know my mate Brad. He's got a bad.
Yeah, we just act normal. We just act ourselves. John, have you froze? Are you reading? John's now froze. Or he's having one of his weird moments. Yep, John is now froze. Anyway. No, yeah, I agree. That if we just go and we just act like, I don't know, act like us, we should. Let me just get John out of here a second. If we go and act, what I'm saying is these spirits will not know what all this technical stuff is. If it's a medieval monk speaking to them and using the EVP recorder will work. Also the camera, because they can speak and they can appear on camera. But when it comes to all these like technical things, I know I've had people in there using it. Maybe they're not getting results on things like that because it doesn't understand what it is. Now, when I go to a place, when we went to that priory the other night, I always say this silver box. I never say EVP recorder, and I never say. I always now make it simpler, easier for the spirits. Like, could you tell me your name into this silver box? And I tend to get more results if I'm more. Wait a minute. If we're more simple with it. Now, if you're a child spirit, you're not. If somebody says to you, "Please go and touch that REM pod," you're going to be like, "What the hell is a REM pod?" You know, and I usually say things like, "Can you make the lights flash?" I'm trying to get back because he froze. His signal's not very good, so I'm just trying to find. Just send him the link again. He's done this on purpose. He knows I hate being on my own. So yeah, do you? All right then. Agree that spirits need. I'm not saying they're simple, but obviously, I've been called a witch before on EVP for using like REM pods and things like that. Maybe it scares the spirits. You know, like go and touch that, the lights will flash. They've never seen anything like that before. Where is he? Anyway, as I was saying before you froze, maybe spirits, it needs to be simplified, because if I said to a child ghost, go and touch that REM pod, this kid's going to think, what the hell is a REM pod? You get what I'm saying, don't you? I always make it really simple, you know, like talking to the silver box and go and touch that thing over there and make the lights. I always talk to her because they don't know what it is. As I said, I've just been called a witch on EVP. Because technical stuff.
If you simplify the question, it does make it easier. So it's like when I do my investigations, as you've noticed, Joe, I won't say touch the REM pod or set off the K2. 9 times out of 10, if I'm holding it, I'll say, can you set off this device in my hand? Or can you set this off that's in my hand? Or if, let's say, if I got the K2 down, or even the PSP 11, I'll turn around and say, look, can you play with that? Touch it, play with it. Because as soon as you start simplifying your request, I feel that might make it a hell of a lot easier for them to understand. I mean, don't get me wrong, REM pod, who the fuck knows that part of who knows that back in the 1700s?
It must be quite scary for a kid that lived in the 15th century for some person to suddenly appear and say, show them this mess they've never seen before, and it's scary to them. I mean, most would actually back off from it and like, no, I'm not going near that. It's magic. It's got witchcraft. It's going to be cursed, and they've got to make it. I get more results because I'm so. Do you know, like when we were at the hospital and we were upstairs and we were using that. I don't know what it was. I can't remember what it was. It had all lights on and stuff and things and everything. You can see it on the video. As I was talking to her, I was saying, please light it up, please. And we were getting responses because I was talking to her, like, in a simple way. Wait a minute. So what's the next investigation then? Go on.
What?
Is that no? What's your next invest?
Cannock Chase. Black-eyed ghost kids, werewolves.
I want to go there, but because if we are in the middle of nowhere and my water suddenly breaks, then I'm not being having a lift by you running through the bloody forest. I have a camera being thrown in the car to the hospital. You know, I can see happening as well. They'll be running a pan.
Oh God. But yeah, like I said, with Cannock Chase, it's easy to get in and out of. It's not difficult where I'm taking the lads.
You can read that. I'm going to both.
Such shit play with it. You're on the wrong line, really. And according to Simon, he's like, come on. So Simon's saying, come on, Joe. You know it makes sense.
I'll have to see.
That is very, very
go in the middle of the wilderness and anything does happen there.
God, you're sketchy, Joe. I can't hear you properly.
The signal, James! Where's my internet booster thing? Oh. I think we're going to have to cut this short and I'm going to have to charge my phone. Do you want to do this on my phone in a bit, or do you want you go live and I'll join you because it might be a bit better?
Yeah.
I'm going to go live. Everybody pop over to Lazy Paranormal. And John's going to go live. I'm going to end now because my signal is crap. Thank you, everybody, and I do apologise for the signal. James, who's Wi-Fi out. So everybody on the channel and please like, subscribe, and you'll be on John's channel in about 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.